Good afternoon, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm going to be doing a puzzle that was recommended to me. This is El Angelo Recto. I think I'm never going to get that pronunciation correct, by Philip Newman, which translates to English as the right angle. You can kind of see why. So this is a Renban puzzle. These are all Renban lines. I've been doing quite a few Renban puzzles recently. One of the puzzles I did not long ago on the channel was one that I'd been involved in testing and playing around with some of the ideas. Worked on some of its precursor puzzles, and that was the Sudoku Discovery one where we did the downward spiral. And while we were playing with that, we've been playing a bit with Renbans as well. So this puzzle is hopefully going to be something that I can get something out of a little bit faster than I probably could have if I'd done it 3 weeks ago. We will find out. It is now the end of March, so all of the March entries for March of the Quads are done, and anything I get from this point on will be considered an entry for April. But as I said, we will be running the March of the Quads. I will continue to advertise it below. We will be continuing to run entrants for March of the Quads into April. I will probably end it in about 20 days. So anyone who's still got solution codes they want to submit to March of the Quads, please do so. I will come up with a prize for April, maybe. I need to try and find it. It's hard to come up with prizes when so much of the amazing content in the Sudoku world is released for free, and that's what I like to do. So if I don't, I'll see what I can do. Anyway, people who do enter will get their names read out at the end of the month, so that will happen. I will come up with the names I record in advance, so I do not have the March names list yet, but I will come up with something for that will happen. So anyway, onto this puzzle. As I said, this is El Angulo Recto by Philip Newman, meaning the right angle, and only two rules in effect. We have normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition, and we have these Renban lines, and on a Renban line, what that means is we must place a set of consecutive non-repeating digits in any order. So the example that Philip has given in his rules, I have not reset this puzzle, even though I kind of don't like the dark purple because I think it makes the pencil marks harder to read. A 4-cell Renban line could be 4, 3, 5, 2, because if you were to take those digits off and sort them, they would be 4 digits in order, but you couldn't use 5, 6, 7, 9 because there's a gap if you were to do that. So that's how Renban lines work. So let's give this a shot. So what am I looking at? Sorry, I just got my normal fear that I wasn't recording, but I am. So these are 5-cell Renban lines. So that's 5 cells, that's 5 cells, that's 5 cells, 5, 5, 5, and 5. And one of the things we know about a 5-cell Renban line is it must have a 5 on it. And I'm going to demonstrate this the same way as I demonstrated in... Now, these aren't me placing digits I know are correct. This is me demonstrating a point. If you were to place the set of 1 to 9, digits 1 to 9, if you were to highlight any string of 5 digits, start at the beginning and highlight 5 cells, you get the 5 at the end. If you start at this end and highlight 5, you get the 5. So it doesn't matter which 5 cells I highlight, I will have a 5 in it. So any 5-cell Renban must have a 5. And if you're ever wanting to visualize what can go on a Renban, it's often worth having a list of equally spaced 1 to 9 digits that you can do that to. So we must put a 5 on this Renban line, so it must go on one of those. Now, I'm not going to pencil mark that, I'm just going to remember it, because pencil marking in 5 cells is a bit weird. But we know that the 5 in this box is on this line. So the 5 that must go on this line must be outside the box. And I'm actually going to do something weird, and I'm actually going to pencil mark that, and I'm going to remember for now that these are outside the box. And we know that the 5 on this line can't be here because the 5 in this box is up here. So it's in one of those or one of those. And they actually work off each other because these 3 lines... Yeah, these 3 lines only exist in these 3 boxes. So they only exist in boxes 2, 3, and 6. So that will take up the spot of all of the fives in those boxes. So we can't put a 5 anywhere here or anywhere here. Oops, sorry, anywhere here. So if the 5 is here, the 5 will be here. And if the 5 is here, the 5 will be here. Similarly, the 5 must be in one of those, which means the 5 can't be there. But the 5 must be, I'm going to do the same again here, because again, I get the same trick. The 5 must be in one of those, and for this line, the 5 must be in one of those, and that takes up the spot for all of the 5s for box 4, 5 in here, and 8. So I can't put a 5 anywhere here. And the reason, yeah, because if I put a 5, let's pick a random spot. If I was to put a 5 here, it takes 5 out of all of those, and now I need to put 2 5s here, or there's no 5s on this Renban line. Because I can't put them here, I can't put them here. They'd have to go in here because both of these lines need 5s. So that wouldn't work. So these are actually pencil marking 5s in 3 places in these boxes, and the only 3 places they can be. But this is a 6-cell long Renban. And a 6-cell long Renban is even more constrained. I need to use a 4, 5, and 6. So once again, if I do that listing, if I start at 1, I've got to go 1 to 6. And if I start at 9, I go 9 down to 4. So 4, 5, and 6 must be on this line. But I must put a 5, and I can't put it there. So the 5 must be in here, which takes the 5s out of there and places that 5, which takes the 5 out of there because I can only have one 5 on the Renban, and I get the 5 in one of those two, which on this line places the 5 in one of those because I can no longer place it in that column or that row, and this knocks it out of there, so it's in those. This 5 knocks 5 out of those, so I now get 5 in those two, which knocks 5 out of there and places it in there. Wow, this is bouncing all over the place, which knocks 5 out of there. And now the only place 5 can go on this Renban is here, which knocks it out of those two and puts it in those two. But that 5 knocks it out of there and puts it in there. And this still hasn't stopped because on this Renban line I need to put a 5 and I can't put it down here. So the 5 has to go here, which knocks the 5 out of there and puts the 5 down there, which knocks the 5 out of both of those and puts it there. That is insane. And 5 has to be in one of those 4 squares. But apart from that, I've got the 5 approximately placed here on this line, on this line, on this line, on this line, and on this line, and approximately placed on this line, all because of this line down here. But this has to have a 4 and a 6 on it. Wait a minute, this line needs to have a 6 on it because you've got to connect the 5 and the 7, and I can't put 6 in either of those. The 6 goes there. This has to have a 7 on it, and I can't put 7 in the same box. The 7 goes there. This also has to have a 6 on it, and the 6 can't go there because of that 6. This is the 6. And this is either 4 to 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 4 or 9. But this has to go down because I need to put 1 in this box, and I can't put it anywhere else. So this is a 1 to 5 Renban because as soon as you put 1 on the line, it's got to go 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 9. Now, Is that Renban now restricted? Because this can't be 6, 7, or 9. So if I was to put 8 up here, what would I put it with? Because I couldn't go up and I couldn't go down because I couldn't, this is only 3 cells long. So if I was to put 8 on this, it would either be 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9. And I can't put 6, 7, 8 or, then I couldn't put 6, 7, 8 or 9 on the second cell. So this has to be, I can't put 6, 7, 8 or 9 on this. So these are all 1, 2, 3 or 4. Which means this could go, and this can't be a 5 either. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's not 4. So the 8 is in one of those, but it could be here. So this is either 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that can't be a 3. So this is, if it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 would have to be there and this would have to be 8. And if it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 can't be there. So that would have to be 8 and that would have to be 9 because 9 can't go here. So this is either 4 or 8. There's stuff happening all over this grid. I can't put a 1 on this line, so 1 is down here. So 1 is either, yeah, it could be 1 and then 7, 8, 9, so that's okay. But I have to put 4 on this line, and I can't put it there, so 4 is down here. I can't put it here because of that 4. I have to put 6 on this line, but that could go in lots of different that could go in any of those, I think. Six has to go up here somewhere. Can that be a 6? If this is a 6, this would have to go up because it can't go down because there's a 5 in the box. So if this is 6, this is 7, 8. And it can't be 7, 8 because of that 8. This is not the 6. This is a 6. Which now means I can't put a 1 on that line. Hang on. I can't put a 6 here. So there has to be a 6 on here now. I think this is now forced. So in this box somewhere, I have to put 1 and 2. Now, if I put If I put 1 on this line, this becomes 1, 2, 3. If I put 2 on this line, this becomes 1, 2, 3, because 4 has to go on this line and it can only go down here. So if I put 1 on or 2 on this line, it becomes 1, 2, 3. But I've got 4 and 6 down here. So I can't put 1 and 2 on this line, because then I'd have to put 1, 2, 4, and 6 into 3 cells, which is nonsense. So the only place I can put 1 and 2, I could put 1 of 1 and 2 down here, but the minute I do that, where am I going to put the other one? I have to put it here. And the minute I put either 1 or 2 on this line, it becomes 1, 2, 3. Because I can't use a 4, I can't put 2, 3, 4 here. So this has to be 1, 2, 3. Which means that's not a 3. Which now means 1 is severely restricted in this box, because if I put 1 on this line, I can't put 1 on this line because 1 to 6 is 6 digits, not 5. And if I put 1 on this line, this becomes 1, 2, 3, and I'd have 4 digits that are 1, 2, and 3. So I can't put 1 on this line or on this line, which means this has to be a 1. But this could still be 2, 3, 4. Can't be 3, 4, 5. So this is 2, 3, 4, but it can't include 5 or 6, but it could be 7, 8, 9. So it's 2, 3, 4 or 7, 8, 9. I can't put a 1 on this line anymore. Is that right? These are 4, 6, 8, 9, because they're the 4 digits I haven't placed. So I have to place either an 8 or a 9 down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 6, 8, 9. I must place either an 8 or a 9 on this line. Which means the minimum this can be now is 8, 7. It must have a 7 on it, which means that's a 7. Because I can't put it there and I can't put it in this box. So what can this be? This line is insane. This can be, so if the line is 876543, hang on, 876543, this could go down to a 3. It can't be a 4, it can't be a 5, it can't be a 6, it can't be a 7, it could be an 8. If it's 4 to 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 3, 8, or 9. And the line must have a 4, an 8, or a 9 on it. Sorry, a 4, a 6, and an 8 on it. There must be a 4, 6, and 8 on the line. 3 and 9 are optional, but I must have one of them. If I have a 3, it's there. If I have a 9, it could be in any of them. Well, it can't be there. Well, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple, which means the 4 must go up here, which means there's no 4 in here and there's no 4 here. But I still, so 4 is in one of those two. It's... Well, it means that this sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 7, 8, or 9, which drives this up. So the minimum this can be now is 76543. I can't put a 1 or a 2 on this. So these are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 7, 9. That's not really helpful. Because I could go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's okay. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. Oh, wow. It is still this line. This line must have an 8 on it somewhere, because 3 to 8 or 4 to 9. I must put an 8 on this line. Every single cell that could take an 8 sees that cell, either in the box or in the row. So that can't be an 8, that's a 9. Which means this can't be a 4 anymore, that's an 8. There's no 9 down here. There's no 9. What did I just do? This is an 8. There is no 9 down here anymore because there's not that 9 knocks 9 out of those. The 9 also knocks 9 out of there. So this is 4, 6, 8. It's a triple. Though I can't put an 8 there. That is a 3. This is a 1, 2 pair. Which means these are known. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 5, 8 pair. So there is a 7 down here. Well, that 7 places it. There's a 7. And this is either a 4 or a 9. But if this is a 4, I have to put a 9 on this with an 8 or a 7, and that's not going to work. So this is a 9, and these are the digits that are left, which are 2, 3, and 4. So now I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 quadruple. So the 4 has to go here, so the 4 is not there. That is bonkers. 8 can't be there. 6 can't be there. So this is... These are now all 1, 2, 3, 4. That one can't be 4. That one can't be 1. This can't be 3 anymore. This can't be 7 anymore because of the 3, 7 down here. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. There must be a 7 on this Renban now. Because if I don't put a 7 on the Renban, the 5 and the 6 have to go down, and I can't do it because I can't put a 3 anywhere. So there must be a 7 on the Renban, and this 7 knocks it out of all of those. This is a 7. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is an 8 no matter what. It's the same trick as I had down here, I think. So that's always an 8. So where do I put the 9? If I put the 9 on this line, it must have an 8 on this line as well. So the 9 has to go on this line, which does mean this line is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, but I can't put the 8 in there. So this is the 8 and this is 6, 7, 9. And what is left is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, without 5 being in any of those, without 4 being in any of those, without 3 being in any of those, actually. I'd seen this one, but my normal blindness to given digits was there. So 3 has to be in one of those two, which means this can't be the 3. This 6 takes 6 out of there, so 6 must be in one of those two. Actually, I can take 3 out of there because of that. What have I got here? 1, 2... That 7 makes that the 9. There is no 9 in here. I should have spotted that one faster. So that 9 makes this a 4. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It takes 4 out of both of those. So this is 1, 2, 3 now. So that has to be a 3. This is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7, 8, 9. That 8 takes 8 out of both of those and places an 8 in there. This is 7, 9, but there's a 6, 7 looking at it. So this is the 9, this is the 7. 7, 7, that works for the... Oh, but there's 7 C's across. This is why I don't like the dark purples, and I tend to use the light pinks that may look a bit weird, but I think they're easier to read digits on. This is now a 1, 2, 3, 5 quadruple. So this down here has to be 6 and 9. And that 9 over there gives us the order. That's the 6, that's the 9. This is now 1, 2, and no, not 5. 1, 2, 8. But 8 can't be down the bottom here because that's a 4, 6, 8 triple. Well, that 1 tells us that that's a 2, that's a 1, and that's an 8. That's now a 2, which takes 2 off both of those. This is a 1, 3 pair, which takes 3 out of those. This is a 2, 4 pair, which makes that the 3. Hang on, this 8 is taking the 8 out of there, so that's the 6, that's the 4, that's the 8. This 2 is taking 2 out of both of those, so 2 has to be in here now. This is a 1, 3, 4 triple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 9. Putting 9 in one of those two. I've got the makeup of these lines. I'm just having trouble scanning them. Oh, that 4 makes that a 2 and then a 4. So where do I want to look now? I love the way these right angle or angulo recto Ren bands work. They really do provide beautiful restrictions of each other. So what am I missing in this column? 1, 2, 3, and 6. So these are 1, 2, 3, 6. Now that can't be 3. It was not as powerful as I wanted. 4 has to go in one of those two cells from the 4s down here. 6 goes in one of those two cells from the 6 down here. These 7s put 7 up here. Oh, it's this Renban. This is a 1, which means that can't be a 1. That's a 2. That's a 1. I should have got that earlier. This is now seeing a 2 and a 4. So that's the 1, which takes 1 out of all of those. I'm going to get rid of these extra pencil marks. I think they are just making it even harder to read. So this is now 2, 3, 5, which means this is the only place for a 4. So 4 is now in one of those two, which lines up. This is a triple. What's the triple? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, and that's not the 4 because of that 4 there. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 triple, a quadruple. 4 digits in a triple. That doesn't, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 7, 9. So these are 1, 2, and 3. Which doesn't line up. Oh, that 4 places the 4 there. So this is 1, 2, 3 with 2 being there. 2. Now 2 must be over here for this box. Because this can't be 2 anymore. Yeah, the 2's line up here. So this is the 1, which takes 1 out of those. They are 2, 4. Takes 1 out of those. They are 2, 3. That 2 looks up. That is 3. That is 2. This is cool, but what do I do now? This 1 means this is not 1. These are 1, 2, 3, 6. So what have I got to place in this box? I'm just looking to see 235 works with that Renban. 123 works with that Renban. 13 works with that Renban. 58 works with that Renban. I think I've got the Renbans resolved now. So now I think it's just Sudoku. 5, 6, 7, 8. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 9. Can't put 9 there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. 6 is up here. So these are also 1, 2, 3, 4, aren't they? Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. And that can't be 4 or 1 or 3. That's a 2. So that's a 6. That 2 makes that a 5, which means this is not 5. This is a 2, 3 pair. I take 2 out of all of those. That 6 means this is not a 6. I now have a 1, 3 pair, making that the 2 and that not the 2. Two. Oh, that 1 makes that the 3, that the 1, which makes that the 3 and that the 1, which makes that the 3 and takes 3 out of there, and that becomes a 1, 4. That 3 looks back, making that the 2 and that the 3. The 2 looks over, making that 4 and that 2, which makes that 1 and that 4. This now has to resolve. That 6 places 6 there, not there. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which resolves this 8 and 5. This is now 7 and 8, but I've got an 8 here, so that is 7, that is 8. The 7 looks down, making that 9, and that's 7. And the last digits I need to place are the alpha and the omega. I need to place a 1 and a 9, and that completes El Angulo Recto by Philip Newman. That was a lot of fun. I could see getting lost on those Renbans very easily, but that was good fun. Thank you, Philip, and yeah, thank you. It was Rum Plana who recommended that puzzle to me, so thank you to Rum as well. That was a lot of fun, and I hope you gave that one a try. And if you got stuck, I hope the video helped you. That was good fun. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in April, where, well, I've had a lot of trouble maintaining a puzzle a day this month. I've done it, but it's been very hard. I will see how I go. If you don't see a video on a particular day, don't worry. It's just I'm really busy, so I will keep trying. And if I don't, then keep hunting out puzzles, and good luck with your solving.